Social media is like a big, bustling market. Imagine walking through a crowded bazaar with vendors shouting to grab your attention. Each stall is trying to lure you in with colorful displays and enticing offers. Every day, millions of posts compete for our attention. It's overwhelming. Just like in a market, where every vendor wants you to stop and look at their goods, on social media, every post is vying for your eyes. That's where algorithms come in. Think of them as the market organizers who help you navigate through the chaos. These are like the invisible organizers of the market. They work behind the scenes, arranging the stalls in a way that makes it easier for you to find what you're looking for. They decide which posts we see first and which ones get lost in the crowd. Without them, our feeds would be a jumbled mess of random content. Algorithms are sets of rules that computers use to sort through massive amounts of data. They analyze everything from the time you spend on a post to the type of content you interact with the most. In the context of social media, these algorithms decide what we see on our feeds. They sift through the endless stream of posts to show us what they think will keep us engaged. They try to show us content that we'll find interesting and engaging. This is why you often see posts from your favorite accounts or topics that you frequently engage with. This is based on our past behavior, like who we follow and what we like. The more you interact with certain types of content, the more the algorithm learns about your preferences. Think of it like this. Every time you like a post, share an article, or comment on a photo, you're giving the algorithm a clue about what you like. It's like leaving breadcrumbs for the algorithm to follow. It then uses this information to personalize your feed, showing you more of what it thinks you'll want to see. This is why your feed feels so tailored to your interests. Without algorithms, social media would be chaotic. Imagine a market with no organization, where every vendor is shouting at the same time, and you can't find what you're looking for. We'd be bombarded with random posts, and it would be impossible to find the content that we actually care about. Algorithms help us cut through the noise, making our social media experience more enjoyable and relevant. So, how do these algorithms actually work? Social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter use complex algorithms to determine what content appears in your feed. These algorithms are designed to keep you engaged by showing you posts that are most likely to capture your interest. But what criteria do they use to make these decisions? What makes one post more interesting than another? Is it the number of likes, the quality of the content, or perhaps the timing of the post? The truth is, it's a combination of many factors. Algorithms analyze various elements such as the type of content, the time it was posted, and how quickly it starts to gain traction. The answer lies in engagement. Engagement is a broad term that encompasses likes, shares, comments, and even the time spent viewing a post. Each of these actions signals to the algorithm that the content is worth showing to more people. Every like, share, and comment is like a vote for that piece of content. The more votes a post gets, the more the algorithm will prioritize it in people's feeds. This is why you often see popular posts repeatedly, while less engaging content gets buried. It tells the algorithm that people are finding it valuable or engaging. When a post receives a lot of interaction, it indicates that the content resonates with the audience, making it more likely to be promoted further. The more engagement a post receives, the more likely it is to be shown to a wider audience. This creates a positive feedback loop where popular content becomes even more popular. This is why viral content spreads so quickly. Once a post starts gaining momentum, it can reach an exponential number of people in a very short time. A post that gets a lot of likes and shares early on is like a snowball rolling downhill. It picks up speed and size, becoming more visible to a larger audience. It gains momentum, reaching more and more people as it goes. This is how a single post can end up being seen by millions, even if it started with just a few interactions. Algorithms also pay attention to the speed of engagement. A post that quickly garners likes and shares is flagged as potentially trending content. A post that receives a surge of likes and shares within a short period is seen as particularly noteworthy. This rapid engagement can catapult a post to the top of many users' feeds. This indicates that it's something that people are excited about and want to share with their network. The algorithms are designed to capitalize on this excitement, ensuring that the most engaging content gets the most visibility. While algorithms can be helpful in personalizing our online experience, they can also create problems that we might not immediately recognize. One of the most significant issues is the creation of echo chambers, which can have far-reaching consequences on our understanding of the world. An echo chamber is a situation where the information, ideas, or beliefs we encounter are amplified and reinforced by communication and repetition inside a defined system. It's like being stuck in a room where everyone agrees with you, and no new or challenging ideas are introduced. In the context of social media, this means that we're only exposed to information and opinions that align with our existing beliefs, creating a feedback loop that can be hard to break. This phenomenon occurs because algorithms are designed to prioritize content that we're likely to agree with, based on our past behavior and interactions. After all, social media platforms want to keep us engaged for as long as possible, and we're more likely to engage with content that confirms our existing biases and viewpoints. The problem with echo chambers is that they can significantly limit our perspectives and make us less open to new ideas and diverse viewpoints. When we're constantly exposed to the same viewpoints, we can start to believe that everyone thinks the same way, which is simply not true. This can lead to a distorted perception of reality and hinder our ability to engage in meaningful discussions with others who hold different opinions. Breaking out of echo chambers requires conscious effort. We need to seek out diverse sources of information and be open to engaging with viewpoints that challenge our own. Only then can we hope to foster a more inclusive and well-rounded understanding of the world around us. Another concern with social media algorithms is their role in the spread of misinformation. Because algorithms prioritize engagement, sensationalized content and outright falsehoods can easily go viral. Think about it. A shocking headline or a fabricated story is more likely to grab our attention than a well-researched news article. And the more attention it gets, the more the algorithm amplifies it, spreading it to a wider and wider audience. This is a serious problem because misinformation can have real-world consequences. It can influence elections, damage reputations, and even incite violence. In a world where people increasingly get their news from social media, it's crucial to be aware of how algorithms can be exploited to spread falsehoods. Section 5, shedding light on the black box, the need for transparency. So, how do we address these challenges? One important step is to demand greater transparency from social media companies. Right now, most algorithms are like black boxes. We don't really know how they work or what factors they prioritize. This lack of transparency makes it difficult to address issues like echo chambers and misinformation. If social media companies were more open about how their algorithms function, it would allow researchers and policymakers to better understand their impact. This transparency could lead to the development of safeguards to prevent the spread of misinformation and promote a more diverse and balanced online experience. Section 6, taking back control. Tips for a better social media experience. While we wait for greater transparency from social media companies, there are things we can do as users to take back control of our feeds. One simple step is to actively diversify our sources of information. Instead of just following people and pages that align with our existing beliefs, we can make an effort to seek out diverse perspectives. Another tip is to be more mindful of our engagement. Every like, share, and comment is like a vote that shapes our future feed. By being more conscious of what we engage with, we can help train the algorithm to show us more of what we actually want to see. Section 7. Don't just scroll, engage interacting with algorithms. Remember, these algorithms are always learning from our behavior. If you keep scrolling past something, it learns you're not interested, but you have a voice. Use the hide or show less of this options. This tells the algorithm you're not keen on that type of content. Over time, you'll see less of it. Don't be afraid to use the report function for anything that seems like misinformation or spam. This helps make the online world a bit safer for everyone. Section 8. Be a savvy user spotting and reporting misinformation. In the age of social media, it's more important than ever to be critical thinkers. Don't believe everything you see online, even if it's shared by someone you trust. Check the source of the information. Is it from a reputable news outlet or a website you've never heard of? Look for telltale signs of fake news like sensationalized headlines, emotional language, or a lack of credible sources. If something seems off, take a moment to verify the information before sharing it. You can do a quick Google search, consult fact-checking websites, or look for coverage from multiple news sources. Section 9. The future of social media, towards a more balanced feed. Social media algorithms are constantly evolving. As we become more aware of their potential downsides, there's growing pressure on social media companies to make them more ethical and transparent. The ideal algorithm would strike a balance between personalization and diversity. It would show us content we're interested in, while also exposing us to different viewpoints and preventing the spread of misinformation. The future of social media depends on our collective efforts to hold these companies accountable and advocate for a more balanced and informative online experience. By being informed and engaged users, we can all play a part in shaping the future of our digital world.